So this is a large-scale figure, a soccer player actually. This was inspired by an ideas contest, which I actually did not manage to enter in time because of technical difficulties. I started with the shoes. I like to build from the ground up as a general rule, and did some experimenting with colors and settled on black and red pretty quickly. So then here we have the knees, and for that I thought about using a chair fairly early on in order to cover the gap as we articulate the knee a little. Then I ditched the chair, but I came back to it, and I kind of liked it, especially how it looked from the front. It was also always had the merit of being a bit of a unique piece use, so that was a plus. Then I went on to the shorts here. Used a little bit of sideways building to do the top of the shorts, and moved right from there into the shirt, which I decided on white for the shirt. This was as much because that was sort of the best color I had pieces for a shirt in that color. Nice variety of slopes and stuff. So first I just basically sketched out the outline of the shirt. I put a lot of texture into it the first time, and I got the connection points that I could have studs facing front and back, and the connection points for the arms here too. So my first here rough sketch design for the shirt really honestly looked a lot like a t-shirt, just very plain, a lot of texture, ruffled texture, and I was not very happy with it, so I came back to it later. But first, before I came back to it, I designed the arms. For the arms, basically I just designed one, tried to get that as thoroughly designed as possible before I went on to the other. So it went a lot faster on the second arm than on the first arm, and they're basically exactly the same, except for the slight difference of the left arm doesn't have a bracelet on. So after that, I started to do the head and gave him a beard because that was easier than building a mouth, I thought, and a chin. And then I decided I was not very happy with how broad across the shoulders she looked, and I also wanted to try and see if I could introduce some color and some interest into the shirt. So I reworked it. I took away a lot of the texture and made it a little bit simpler, and I took some of the shoulder stuff off, made the shoulders thinner, and I thought the V-neck really helped a lot with making him look less broad-shouldered, less like a football player, more like a soccer player. So after that, I added a number 1 and some stripes, but I didn't get a video footage of that, and this is the final result.